Hey everyone, welcome to Triple Funnel Tuesday, where I'll be analyzing a marketing funnel starting from the ad copy and the offer down to the landing pages. And once I claim the offer by filling out a form, what were the automation follow-ups that I received from that company? Today, I'm discussing a great case study with a lot of takeaways. It's called RobbBailey.com. I found them on Facebook, so let's go to the beginning. The ad you can see right here, it says the agency model of the future. Lead gen agencies, what's the most important thing missing from modern ... So I think it's a very bold claim. It's not clear what am I accessing if I click on this ad. Don't forget, clicking on an ad is the first investment your potential clients or leads will make. So if I'm not clear on the offer, most likely I'm going to have less return on my ad investment. So with that, I think it's not too clear. It's a bold claim that I need to back up. I don't know if I'm opting in for a downloadable, a program, a course, or just a consultation at this point. Below you can see right here the URL. There's not much going on here beside just the FB click and H_ID, ad ID. This could be pertaining to the software they use to publish this ad. Maybe it's HubSpot ad. HubSpot had an ad management product that's tracking more, but I don't see any additional UTMs appended. And most likely they might be missing out on some additional tracking from this particular ad set. Now, whether HubSpot or that platform of choice is taking care of that tracking is a different story, but just from the outside look of it, the URL is not UTM tagged properly. All right, let's look at the page structure. Here it is, you guys. It's a very short and compact page, straight to the point, what I'm getting. Maybe this should have been part of the copy of the ad. It wasn't too clear on the ad side of things. Also, you can see no navigation menu. So they checked off that box. But for me, they're lacking on the social proof, what people have said about the program. This is useless in terms of scrolling, pixelated image, and the footer, header are just standard. So a clear headline here, a compact form, but the rest I feel is lacking a little bit more power or copy and speaking to the target audience directly. Now, I do understand this could be a strategy for, giving me just enough information for me to fill out the form, nothing more. But this is what's going to get unraveled after I fill out this form. So once I do, to get the training. All right, so now there's this video where I can watch. Let me see how long is the video. All right, so the video is quite short. It's about 8 minutes. And below, now there's a main CTA. So this is the thank you page in a sense, you guys. And you can see on the top, well, maybe it's not in the recording, but let me show it to you. They directed my phone number, which I submitted, to a system of their choice. So there seemed to be some form submission redirect somewhere else. That's the only reason I would actually see my information redirected to the thank you page. Anyway, so this is how it looks like right now. There's a thank you video, and now there's a step 2. Watch the video below to access the script. And then there is this button which redirects me to, let's take a quick look, Facebook group. So they do have a closed Facebook group which you have to join. It seems to have a decent number, 4,000, almost 5,000 members. And they do have some good content on the group. So for me to access the training, I actually have to join in the group. So now I opted into 3 things. One, I opted in with my email, I opted in with my phone, and now I opted into Facebook group. So let's see what happened next and what were the follow-ups that I received. All right, before I jump into the emails, let me show you the offline or traditional methods of outreach. The first thing I got was this SMS because I provided my number as you saw before. It says, hey, I just emailed you some more info. Just double checking you want in on this free training. If so, I'll get your login set up. again, they continued following up with me, which is, very persistent, I would say. And you can see the copy right here. There were no options for me to opt out. Now, obviously, this is one-to-one conversations, so this is up to you and your attorney to decide on this. But overall, they do deploy SMS in their outreach strategy, which is a great point in addition to their automation sequences. Another thing that happened, I got 2 different messages from 2 different people at the company via Facebook Messenger. Because I joined the group, now they're able to message me directly. And these messages show up as a push notification on my phone. It dings. So overall, I think this has some power to it. And, not sure if the copy is necessarily the best. But you can see right here, it's Alex from Robb's team. Welcome to the group. Before I send you your logins for the free training, there are tons of videos there. It's cool if I ask a few questions. So they're qualifying me before they're giving me access to the course, which is totally understandable. It gives a little more exclusivity to it. And, obviously they want to inquire if I'm the perfect lead or not. Now, this message right here was, I think, a little bit unprofessional between the yo and the question marks. Now, again, I don't know if this is just a random person from the group or what, but overall you can see 2 outreaches via Messenger. I also got a phone call from them, which I believe happened within the same day. So that perhaps is the reason why they redirected my phone number to the thank you, maybe parsing it to some sort of, outbound dialer or something like this. So I did receive a call, and the call was, straight to the point. How can they help? A little bit about the program. Why am I opting into the course? So they are qualifying me as well. So they did deploy these additional channels, which I don't see that often, between SMS being consistent there, the Facebook outreach, and the outbound calling. Now let's go ahead and look at the email sequences that I received. And I did get quite a few. So you can see right here, I have 10 messages within 1 week. From the look on the outside, you can see they're alternating between Robb Bailey, Ashley with Robb Bailey, and Matthew Moore, right? So these are some different people at the company. They are sending from people, which is great. And I do recommend that if you are starting your own sequences. In terms of the subject lines, I think the subject lines are, playbook sort of FOMO, and they're properly formatted, I have to say. Right here it says logins to 7-figure SWAS agency training. This one is Robb Bailey. It's a follow-on from the call. You need to check out High Levels Black Friday deal with some emojis. 7-figure SWAS agency training. The 30,000 Black Friday bundle for just 1,000. A phone number, a more high level. This is referrals, as you can see. Last chance, trying to grow a marketing agency and never had a client tell you. So this is textbook kind of referral marketing, that kind of FOMO style. Now I can see that the pre-headers are properly set. So that's great. So looking at the outside, everything is looking good. Let's dive into the content a little bit. All right, so this is the first piece of content. And let me just look at their headers real quick. All right, I don't see anything here in terms of third-party platform. They do pass SPF and DKIM, no DMARC policy as of now. They might be using some internal platforms to send out the emails. Nothing I can tell from the signature, or maybe I'm missing something here. Anyways, going back to the email sequences. The first email is from Ashley. It says, "Hey Rich, I'm about to send you the logins with all this amazing content. What's the biggest issue?" So there's a question here that she's asking. I like this inviting conversation via email, even though it's automated. I do invite you guys to experiment asking questions via emails. People feel like they're being spoken to and there's a conversation going on versus just a one-way street. On the bottom, this is some disclaimer with some options to unsubscribe. So they got this well buttoned up as well. This is the copy for the second email. "Hey Richie, this is Matt from Robb Bailey. Because on the phone, I told them, what we do is we're analyzing their funnel and potentially referring clients. So he immediately got back to me and he said that if I'm interested in the program, it's 25K. Now, don't quote me on this. This could be just for me. Maybe they're trying to disqualify me, or maybe this is the exact number for whatever price they charge. But overall, this is an outreach after the call, which is great. I like to receive confirmations. I feel like it's just they're selling me too quickly, which is I could have waited a little bit longer. All right, now there's cross-selling high level, a third-party product for agencies, and there's a referral link if I click it. Honestly, I would have stayed away for this, but perhaps there's some large referral clickbacks from this. I'm not sure. Now going back to Ashley, if there's a good time to connect, I want to give you the free training again. I'm not sure why they can just give it to me. I already signed up to the group and signed up to the landing page. So for me, I really wanted to get access to it without going through too much back and forth. And an invitation to connect. All right, now they're pushing the program, which is probably middle upsell. That's not the full program. I can buy the $3,000 during Black Friday, $3,000 program for $1,000, and all the bonus stuff that I get. All right, they use this strategy in the FOMO world, again, to get a lot of freebies and things added to the 3K. Whether this is a good strategy or not, I think I'll leave it up to you. But they are deploying it here, and it is quite interesting how they can play with the psychology of the person to get access to this deal. So you can see the CTA is very strong. I like the fact that they added on the CTA a full sentence. Go here to get the 30K Black Friday deal. So 30K Friday deal, and you're only getting it for $1,000. All right, I think that's pretty solid. But most people will see through this. Like, there's no way you're giving away that much money, that much stuff for that little money. So overall, it's okay. Again, additional FOMO. More, I want to give you the course, but please call me. And at this point, it's becoming a little bit more redundant. This is an additional cross-selling high level. More Black Friday program reminder. Recently, training, and again, the course, which I haven't gotten access to. And finally, this one was yesterday. Agency owners, I've had a client tell you it's too expensive, and some more copy. So these are the emails, and you can see again the CTA. I kind of like this strategy here. All right, so overall, I feel like the ad and the landing page were very weak. The automation are very solid, from the calls to the SMS. Perhaps a little bit pushy, but for me, because I am in this world, I do understand that it's required sometimes to have so many touch points to be able to close a deal. And they're selling a program which seems most likely to be self-serve until you need their consultation and you need one-on-ones that you have to pay top dollars. So again, free course, a $30,000 program already pre-bundled into $1,000 as a deal, and finally the main or high-ticket item, which is direct consultation from Robb Bailey himself. Everything in the email seems good. It's just way too pushy for me. Had they toned it down, provided a little bit more value, and given me access to the course, that would have been a lot better. But other than this, I would give them 7, primarily because they lost points on the ad and also on the landing page. All right, guys, this is it. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you got some takeaways. If you do like this, sign up, join our community, like, comment, or share, and I'll see you on the upcoming session next week.